You do not need a college degree to land a stable, well paying work from home job. And today I'm breaking down four fantastic positions that are going to prove that to you. These jobs are open right now, and not only do they skip the degree requirements, but they provide the equipment and the training that you need to succeed. And one of these jobs is paying up to $68,000 a year while you are still just a trainee. Let's get started. We're kicking off our no degree work from home jobs with Symetra. If you haven't heard of them, Symetra is a national financial services company that is dedicated to helping people achieve their financial goals. They offer retirement plans, annuities, and employee benefits that are all designed to provide long-term financial freedom. You'll notice here on their careers page, Symetra mentions that most of their jobs are fully remote. I am pointing this out to you as a reminder that you are getting double the value from these videos. It's not just the jobs that I'm featuring, it is also the companies that post these jobs. So always keep in mind that if you think that a particular job that I'm showcasing is not the best fit for you, don't forget to take a look at the company itself because they may have other remote jobs that could end up being perfect for you. So today we're talking about the Associate Customer Operations Representative. And in this role, you'll be the behind the scenes data and processing specialist who keeps active accounts running smoothly. And you can think of yourself as like a digital financial coordinator. So how this role works is that when customers make updates to their active annuity and retirement products, you are the person who is going to review, verify, and process those requests. You are responsible for making sure that every transaction, whether that's somebody withdrawing funds, transferring their accounts, or changing their beneficiaries, whatever the case may be, you're going to make sure that those activities get processed with the highest accuracy. So, what you'll be doing is reviewing and processing both financial and non-financial activities for active accounts. You'll be handling account transactions like we just talked about. You'll also perform some regular account maintenance tasks to make sure that customer records are up to date. Symetra is going to pay you up to $30.87 in this role. Plus, you'll be eligible for an annual bonus program. Again, this is absolutely no degree required. And I want to point out that Symetra does have some minimum requirements for your internet. So it's not going to be difficult for you to meet or exceed these speeds I will place on the screen where you can go to test your internet speeds if you're not already aware of those. And in this role, because it is so heavily focused on processing financial activities like the withdrawals and the changes that we spoke about, your resume needs to scream attention to detail. So don't just say that you're organized. Give an example of a past role where you had to enter sensitive data or where you had to manage account records with zero errors. Our next online job is with CVS. Now, I'm sure most of us know who CVS is, but just in case, they are a massive provider of pharmacy, insurance, and wellness services across the country. And they have a position that is going to give you extensive and comprehensive training to learn and understand the role that they're offering. I think this is some of the most comprehensive training that I have ever seen. It is the claim benefit specialist. Now, before we get into the details of this role, I want to remind you that every job that we're talking about today is providing you training and equipment. But more than that, each of these jobs is giving you the opportunity to work in a field where even if you've never been exposed to that type of job before, if you've never done that type of job before, they're going to train you and get you on the path. So these are career moving jobs. We had retirement accounts with Symetra, the first job we talked about. With this one, you're going to get the opportunity to get your hands on some medical claims and learn all about that. And we've got two coming up that are going to get you into workers' comp and property damage. So all of these jobs are wonderful opportunities. And once you get to the end of the video, make sure to drop down in our community group chat, otherwise known as the comment section, and let me know which of these jobs is going to be the best fit for you, what you plan to apply for, and if there are any other types of jobs that you like to talk about on the channel, let me know what those are too. We might just talk about them. All right, so getting into this claim benefit specialist role with CVS, don't worry about work at home, Texas. This job is available in most of the United States, but there is a location requirement. So you do need to reside in the Central Mountain or Pacific time zones in order to be eligible for this role. And when I say extensive training, I mean extensive. It is 21 weeks long. So what you'll be doing as a claim benefit specialist, you're going to be the behind the scenes person who is ensuring that health insurance claims are handled accurately and efficiently. So you can think of yourself as like an administrative specialist who reviews medical claims alongside specific company guidelines to make the final payment decisions. You're going to be the link to improving customer satisfaction by making sure that people get prompt and high quality service. So your day is going to be spent evaluating coverage, utilizing multiple computer applications to investigate, and you're going to help your team to meet quality and production goals as well. So what you'll be doing is reviewing and adjudicating medical claims according to CVS's established process and guidelines. You will determine and understand what those specific coverages are under each member's health plans and make the necessary decisions about how to assist them. You're also going to be making definitive and accurate claim payment decisions, amongst other things. So CVS is going to pay you up to $28 per hour in this role. Now, for this job, I want to point out to you that they're stating that the application is going to close on the 5th. So if you are interested in this role, make sure you get in there and apply as soon as possible. So next up on today's list of remote jobs, we have a position with United Health Group, and it's part of their Optum division. Now, we've talked about United Health Group many times on the channel, but if you're not familiar, they are a healthcare and health insurance powerhouse. This is the job that I mentioned is going to get you into workers' compensation. Now, while we're here on their careers page, you'll notice that there are over 5,800 jobs available right now. UHG is massive. So the best thing to do is to utilize the filters that they have. So I'm going to come down to the work setting tab and filter for remote jobs. Then I'm coming up to job category and filtering on customer services. And you'll see that there are 6 results under that category. We're taking a look at the customer service representative out of Dallas, Texas. But don't worry, it's not just for Texas. You can telecommute from anywhere within the United States because this position is national remote. Now, there's something about the schedule here that some of you are absolutely going to love and some of you are going to absolutely hate. We'll talk about that in just a second. But before we do, if you are getting value out of this information, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn that notification bell on so you never miss any of this information. Put a like on this video and share it with other people who you know want to work from home and start pulling paychecks in pajamas. And I want you to start pulling paychecks in pajamas. So let's get into this job. Now, in this role, you are going to be the coordination lifeline for workers who have unfortunately been injured on the job. So when injured workers, pharmacies, case managers, or insurance companies have questions about prescription fulfillment or workers' compensation claims, they will be reaching out to you. You will be tracking down answers, solving their problems, and making sure that workers get their medications without any unnecessary delays. So, what you'll be doing is handling inbound and outbound phone calls and emails regarding workers' comp claims and prescription fulfillment. Again, you'll be resolving customer inquiries and you will be accurately documenting all the interactions that you have with your customers into UHG's system. Again, you do not need a degree for this role. UHG is going to pay you up to $28 per hour. And that scheduling that I was talking about, this is a Tuesday through Saturday schedule. It's going to be based on working in Eastern time from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. So every Sunday and Monday will be off, but you'll also be working every Saturday. Tell me what you all think about this, about working weekends, not just for this job, but for any. If everything else is in place for you, so if the job responsibilities are good, you don't mind those. If the pay works for you, if the benefits package works for you, if everything else is in place, but you will have to work one weekend day every single week, how do you feel about that? Are you the kind of person who a weekend day is not going to stop your shine if everything else looks good? Or are you the type of person who is Monday through Friday or absolutely nothing? Tell me how you feel about working weekends. Now, something I want to point out in this role, um, here we go. First call resolution. This is mentioned a couple of times in this job description. So if you've ever worked in an environment, and typically that's going to be a call center environment where you had to adhere to these types of metrics, first call resolution, average handle time, things like that, put a spotlight on that on your resume, even if it wasn't call center, but you had metrics and performance indicators that you needed to adhere to, make sure to mention it in your resume because it can only help. We're finishing up today's online jobs with Allstate. They have a position available within their national general company. This is the role that I was telling you about is going to pay you up to $68,000 per year while you are still a trainee. So Allstate and National General are looking for an auto adjuster to work from home from anywhere within the United States. And in this role, when a customer gets into a minor auto accident, you're going to be the person who steps in to investigate what happened. You'll be checking the facts and figuring out what the insurance policy covers. So you'll definitely be using your analytical skills in this role. You'll be looking over the details of the accident, talking to everybody involved, and negotiating the final claim payouts that fall within your particular authority limit. So taking a closer look at that, you'll be again investigating auto accidents and confirming the facts of loss. You will determine insurance coverage, liability, and property damage. You'll also be reviewing and negotiating basic to moderate injury claims. Now, as I mentioned, as a trainee, Allstate is going to pay you up to $33 per hour, 33.10 to be exact, and that comes out to an annualized salary of just over $68,800 per year. And in this role, there is definitely an already laid out career path. You're going to be learning not only what we already talked about, but you'll learn how to identify the parts of a vehicle. You're going to learn about subrogation and fraud potential and how to handle that. There is a lot that you're going to learn from Allstate, and you can take that into the next position up, which is the auto adjuster 2, and you can just continue moving right on up within Allstate or take the training that you'll get in this position and move to another company. That wraps up today's no degree work from home jobs. I hope you got value out of this information. And if you did, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, put a like on this video, and share it with other people who you know want to work from home. Now, you know I can't wait to do this with you again in the next video. But until then, YouTube is recommending even more work from home jobs for you. Go ahead and check that out. I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.